are you today? I hope you had a nice sleep and you're feeling awake. You've done some stretches and got your wiggles out. Maybe you've had some breakfast already and brushed your hair and washed your face and had a chance to look out the window, and I hope it's a gorgeous day there with lots of sun. And yeah, let's start our lesson. So first, let's say good morning with our hearts. Hello, I love you and I'm excited to give you the lessons today. And then also with our rainbow, hello to all my friends. How are you? Nice to see you. Okay, and we'll start today by looking at the calendar. So let's see. What do you guys think? Do you think I colored it? I didn't. I keep forgetting. I need a reminder. Can you remind me? Yeah, I bet you can. Okay, but we'll still look at it. I hope yours is so beautiful. So today is Wednesday, April 8th, 2020. So can you guys say that? It's Wednesday, April 8th, 2020. And it's the middle of the week, and this week is sort of a special week because we have a holiday happening at the end of the week. It's the holiday of Easter, so we'll talk about that a little bit more tomorrow and the next day. But yeah, it's Wednesday already, and already the 8th. It goes by so quick. Okay, so let's talk about our weather today. So when I looked out the window and I took Olive outside just for a second, and it was very sunny, but very windy. So it was a cold wind here, and I had to wear my winter coat. And that's the funny thing about spring, is that we never know what the weather's going to be. So it's good to check the temperature, and we'll check our weather jar. So this is my jar, and as you can see, there's no water in my jar today. There is some pine needles because it was so windy, but I didn't even bring my ruler to measure it because I knew that there was no rain last night. And when I opened it this morning, when I brought it in this morning, there was maybe just one drop of water. So maybe you can remember what we're going to write in our weather book when it's just one drop of water, or not any water at all. We're going to put a big T, and the T shows us and reminds us that that day there was just some trace amounts. So there was just such a small amount of water that we couldn't record it. We couldn't say how many centimeters. So yeah, so we're just going to put a T for trace amounts. Awesome. That's our weather book today. And we are still in this season of, I know I already mentioned it, but just so we keep on reminding ourselves, it's spring and we're so happy to be here. So this week already you've done the parts of the bird, and yesterday I gave you the little activity of maybe if you wanted to define a stuffy that's a bird, or a bird drawing in your house and label it, or just talk about the parts of the bird. So that was fun. And then I also showed you the bird book. And I did a page in my bird book because I saw Mr. Woodpecker, the real one, outside, and he was pecking holes into the trees. I heard him first and then I went and saw him. And I'm actually going to send you some pictures of the trees with the big holes that he's made in it. Not that it's a he, there's two of them, so it could be a pair, it could be two males, it could be two females. And yeah, and they're getting in there and they're looking for bugs, and they're going very deep and making holes. And I even saw a picture online where they put nests inside the holes, so I guess they do lots of things. And it's interesting because they choose trees and they look for bugs inside because they can hear them. They have amazing hearing and they can hear the bugs inside the trees. But then once they put a hole in the tree, more bugs come into the tree. So it's sort of very crafty and smart of them. But the sad thing is it's not very healthy for the tree. So that's sort of one of the things about how nature works and what's going on in our natural world. So for my woodpecker book, I wrote the date, I drew a picture, I wrote what kind of bird it is, and then I just wrote some information like how many holes it did in the tree. And I wanted to talk today about what makes a bird a bird. So all species are classified by certain attributes, and birds have four main ones. So the first thing that we know about birds is that all birds come from eggs. So if it wasn't hatching out of an egg at some point in its life, it wasn't a bird. There's other animals that come out of eggs as well, like snakes and turtles, but all birds come out of an egg. So this is a little egg. The other thing we know about birds is that they all have feathers. So I have this huge feather here. I think this is a turkey feather. And then I also just have this little feather I found outside. So this could be from a robin, a blue jay would have blue feathers, a cardinal would have red feathers, all different feathers. So this could be a robin, it could be really anything. And I think this is a turkey, but also, some big owls, like the barred owl has big feathers as well. So yes, there's lots of different variations of feathers. And just like there's lots of variations of how eggs look, lots of eggs can look very different, very colorful. And the other thing about birds is that they all have, I was going to show Mr. Woodpecker again, they all have a beak. So that's a very specific characteristic of the bird, is that they all have beaks. And of course the woodpecker has a long and hard beak for its pecking. That's what is one of the things that demarks it. They all have beaks. So some of them have huge beaks and bills where they can scoop up a lot of water, and some of them have short beaks. It depends on what they need it for how they get their food. And the last thing is that they all have wings, of course. So not all birds can fly, but they all do have wings. So some birds just have their wings, like loons have wings, and they mainly use them when they're diving under the water to catch fish, and they kind of use them that way to make them move faster. Of course, some birds fly with their wings, but not all birds. Not all birds fly, but all birds have wings. So those are 4 things that you can always note about birds. And if you want to, when you're looking at your birds and you're drawing your pictures of your birds in your book, you can always mark those things. So you can say if you saw the eggs and what color they were. You can say if you saw the beak and how big it was, if it was sharp, if it was pointy, what shape it was. You can also talk about the wings. Did you see the bird fly, or was it just hopping around on the ground? Things like that. Okay, so I hope you enjoy it. I can't wait to hear and see about some of the birds you see, and hopefully you can make a big book. And like I said yesterday, it's a project that can last a long time, so there's no need to do it all this week or next week. We'll keep working on it all spring, and it should be a nice project when it's all finished, about this time in your life where you got to observe birds. Okay, so we'll just do a little bit of French. We'll just go over some of the words that we were doing this week. So the first one we'll do is this one. That one was, do you guys remember? What do we call it? Yeah, le nid d'oiseau. Le nid d'oiseau. Okay? And then we also have l'arc-en-ciel. L'arc-en-ciel. And then we have les bottes de pluie. Voilà, les bottes de pluie. Et aujourd'hui, we're going to also talk about, we're going to bring in the word, this one, le parapluie. That's right, the umbrella. So we have le parapluie. Can you say it? Yeah. Le parapluie. Les bottes de pluie. Le nid et l'arc-en-ciel. Bravo, mes amis. So thank you for saying the French words with me. And we can do one quick aujourd'hui, ça va. I hope you told me. Ça va fantastique. Bravo. And now we're going to go into our language lesson for today. Okay, so the last 2 days we were looking at the sounds making the E sound, and the making the oo sound, okay? So today we're going to look at the sounds t and h, and it makes the sound, okay? So I kind of started the project, and then I thought, no, wait, stop. I'm going to do it with my friends so we can do it all together. So what this project is basically we're going to make a word map, or like a word spider web, or word nest, whatever you want to think of it as, where we write a bunch of words that we know have the t and the h sound in them, because these 2 sounds are in a lot of our words, a lot. So right away, when I think of the t and the h, the first word that I think of is the, because we use the a lot. The dog, the cat, the people, all of this. So I'm going to write the, so I'm going to write t, h, e into my word map. And I'm going to circle it like this. Okay, so sorry, the marker and the camera makes it hard for it to be clear, but if you don't want to do it in cursive, you can do it in print, and if you want a grown-up to help you, you can do that as well. So we're just going to add to it as much as we can. So after I'm going to just branch off. So we're just going to make as many as we can think of, and I think the next word I'm going to do is this. Yeah, because I use the word this a lot as well, and it starts with t, h, and then an I and a S. So I'm going to write this. And if you want to do this right now with me, you can. If you want to do it after, you can. I'm going to include the words that we did in this lesson into the email I send your parents. So they'll have the words, so you can do it afterwards as well. Then I'm going to add in the word that, because that also starts with a T and a H. So that. Good. So now I'm going to circle that. And then I'm going to add in them. And that's also T, M. So I'm going to T and a H and M, them. Good. So there. That's what it's starting to look like. Okay. A little word map. And then I had two cards over here. So this one has the th sound, the T and the H at the end of the word. So this word says cloth, and it has the T and H and the end. So I'm going to just do one over here, and I'm going to write cloth. And I'm going to circle it, and there my T and the H happen at the end of the sound, which is good too. And then I have this word here. Oh, look at it. It's a really cute sloth with the T and the H at the end of the word. So sloth at the end. So I'm going to write sloth coming off of cloth. Okay. Another word I use a lot that has a T and a H at the end is the word with. So I'm going to do with up here. With. There we go. With. All right. And there. So that's sort of starting to build my T and my H, my sound phonogram into a cool word web map. So that's all we're going to do for today. And I'll send these, and then if you can think of more, that's awesome. And then tomorrow, we'll play a little game with them, okay? So we'll play a game more with the word map, and maybe you need a bigger paper, maybe you can find some in a book. All those activities are so good, and help us hear the sounds and practice singing the sounds and reading the sounds, and yeah, okay. There we go. So I'm going to put that to the side, and we're going to work on our math. All right, so yesterday we were busy bees. We took out the 10 board, and it is so different. Oh, that's the blenders. It's so different doing it at home, but it's so cool how we can make our materials at home and count with them. So yesterday we did a great work by counting our little 10s all the way up to this number. Can you remember what number it is? What number is that one? The 5 and the 0. It is 50. That's right. Okay, so 50. So I'm going to just, instead of counting each bead up to 50 again, because we did that yesterday, I'm going to just look and see how many bead bars are on my little paper, and I'm going to put that beside my number. And then what we'll do is we'll count 60, 70, 80, and 90, and that's what we'll do for today. And you can still continue to work on the sheets where you're matching the numbers and where you're practicing writing out the numbers. Okay, so that's really great practice. I want you to keep doing that. I think that's awesome. And we'll just do a little bit more counting today. You can do it with me. And then we'll move on to some other fun activities tomorrow. Okay, all right, so I can see that this is telling me I need 110, and I have here 110 bar. So I know that 1 bar on my paper has 10 beads, and this is telling me I need 110, or the number 10, and this is the same, 10. Okay, this one has 2 bead bars, so that's 110, 210. And I know from yesterday when we counted that 2 10s is the same as 20. So I'm going to put it there. But 20. Now I'm going to look for how many 3 10s or the number 30. This is the number 30, but we can say 3 10s. And here I have 1, 2, 3, 3 10 bars. So I know that gave me 30. Okay, now I'm looking for 4 10s, 40. And I'm going to see I have 1, 2, 3, 4 here. And I'm going to put it beside 40. Because yesterday when I counted, I know that there's 40 beads there. And this is asking for 40. Now I see I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bead bars there. And I know from yesterday when I counted it that it gave me 50. Okay, so now I'm going to get my pencil to help me with my counting because it's tiny. And maybe you were able to make these bigger, which is awesome. Or maybe you cut your teen beads together and you made some bigger ones. That's great too. So whatever you did, work with that. And yeah, it's all good. Okay, so I'm going to look for the one that has 6 10 bars. And I know this number is, what number is it? This one? 60. So I'm going to count and see if I have 60. So first I'm going to make sure I choose one with 6 10 bars. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's the one I chose with 6 10 bars. And now I'm going to count it. So I'm going to go like this. And please count with me if you want. I think that would be great practice. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Awesome. So I wanted 60 and it gave me 60. So I'm going to put my 6 10 bars, 60 beside my number 60. Awesome. Okay. So now I'm looking for the one that has 7. So let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one has 7 10 bars. So I'm going to count those and see if it gives me, 70. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Awesome. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70. So here I have 70, and that's perfect because I was looking for 70. Okay. All right, I'm going to do this next 81, and then I'm going to let you guys count the 91 all on your own, okay? Because it is a lot of counting. But in Montessori, we do a lot of counting, and we really do count a lot in class, don't we? We count the bead chains, we count the beads kind of all day long, on and off all day long. So this is just bringing counting at home, and I don't want to waste too much video time counting, but I think it's really good for you to keep counting at home. So here I go. I'm going to count and see. So first of all, I made sure that there was 8 bead bars here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Awesome. And I know I'm looking for 80. So I'm going to count and make sure there's 80 beads there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, almost there, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80. That's right. So 80, 8 tens, 80. Okay, and then this is my last one. So we know that it's 90. But also, if you can count it at home, that would be so great. And then practice doing the writing sheets. Perfect, my friends. All right, so we're gonna put that to the side. And now today, I thought we would do a fun activity at home. I mean, it's all fun at home, but taking care of plants, because this is something that we do a lot in the class. And it's such a great activity, and it's so nice to do, and you can take as much time as you want, as much time as it feels good to do. And yeah, it's just a great activity. So I'm going to grab my stuff. It's right here. Okay, so for me, I wanted it to be, it was great because we used water. So I'm going to put down this beautiful bird towel here, and then I'm going to bring over what I need. So I need scissors, and I need a sponge. I have my little dish of water, and then my plant. And here's my plant. Okay, so this is our plant, and this is something you all have had a lesson on in class. So I'm going to open up my dish, and either you can have one dish with water and one empty dish, or just like me, I used a mason jar and used the lid. So it's up to you. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to look at your plant, and you're going to look for any brown parts. So right here on the side, I can see there's a brown leaf. Oh, and it just came right off because it was dead. So any part that's brown on my plant, I know that it's no longer receiving nutrients from the roots, that it's no longer growing there, and so the plant has allowed it to die off, and so that part we can easily cut off or take off the plant. So this is another brown leaf. I can use my scissors there, and I'm carefully taking off the brown dead parts, but I'm very careful not to cut the beautiful, alive, leaves and stems. We want to keep those as much as we can. So that's all I'll show you for cutting off the dead parts, but look at yours, and sometimes at the tip of a leaf, there'll be a part that's just turning brown, and so that part you can just snip and keep the rest of the leaf intact. So don't cut off the whole leaf, just the brown part. Okay. So then you're going to dip your sponge into your water and squeeze it out. We don't want water all over the place. We just want a little bit of water. And you're going to gently take a leaf, okay, and you're going to sponge the leaf. You're just going to clean it like that. And then you're going to look at the next leaf, and you're going to go like that. And you're going to do all of the leaves on your plant. If you have a big plant with big leaves, that might take a long time. If you have small leaves like these or medium size, it might not take so long, but you can do half of the plant now and half of it later. And also another activity you can do, I'm just going to grab, here, is you can take a paintbrush. Okay, so you also, if you have like really delicate leaves, a lot of people have aloe plants and stuff where even using a sponge might be too much for it. So you're just gonna dip your paintbrush, your clean paintbrush, and then you'll just take it and paint the water onto the leaves, okay? And our plants in our houses actually get a lot of dust on them, so it's so nice to take the dust off so the leaf can do all the work it needs to do with catching the sunlight and making nutrients for the plant. So that's a great thing to do, and I hope you have lots of fun doing it. If you don't have any plants inside your house, maybe you can find a little plant outside that you can take care of this way, and just to show it some love from you to it, and that's so nice. So I hope you guys enjoy doing that. If you have any questions, let me know. And also at the end, so when you're done washing all the leaves, you can either take the rest of your water and pour it into the main part of the plant, and so that the roots get it. Or maybe you have a watering can you can use, that's nice too. And the other thing is that I know we're washing the plant, but we're not using soap because this is not something that needs soap. This just needs water and sunlight, okay? So I hope you had a good lesson today. We'll say bye to our friends with our rainbow. Bye, my friends. I hope you have a nice day, and bye from me to you. Have fun taking care of your plants and working on your bird books and your sound map and your math number counting, and I'll see you tomorrow.